event or action. So every file and connection that is needed for a card to deal damage to another card or to a player is in place. And this following week, I'm going to expand on that and do other events, actions, abilities such as lifesteal or healing or area damage or whatever it needs to be. I'll work on all of that. And as well, I will be able to do what is it, the network socket with Connor. So yeah, building off of what I have so far, all of these files and this framework for the digital referee, which is mostly done. I just need to add the rest of the abilities.
Awesome, that was great. Daniel, yeah, this week definitely has been a challenging week for the team. Um, so Adam is actually he's actually poor Adam, his dad is actually went into surgery tonight. So actually Adam could not be here. He's in our prayers because he had to drive his father to the hospital. Um, so he planned on being here. Um, but but of course, these things happen, and got to take care of family. So he's over there with his father and his family as he should. And he was working on. He's been working on the AR this week. Um, he's also been working um on the cards, and he's also been working with me on just some of the details and the process of like the image generation that I'm doing. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, Adam has also worked on so yes, he's been working on the AR, like making cubes appear, and I haven't looked at too much of his stuff, but I know that he's ran into some trouble this week with that. Um, but he's got almost two cards completely done. He plans on finishing that up next week. Um, he plans on getting through those errors next week, and um, yeah, and one thing that me and him are going to work on near the end of the week is I plan on having, excuse me, uh, coordinates finally being sent over from the ML to the AR, and also the systems for the game state board. By the end of next week is going to be something that's going to be kind of like involving two or three of us, but definitely me and Adam. Um, so that might be a challenge at the end of the week next week, depending on how that goes, and depending on how accurate the model is predicting at that point. Um, Speaking about models, yeah, so yeah, this week, I work, like I mentioned earlier, was working with Adam on some of the work for the image generation. There was just like some technical difficulties, like the cards weren't like perfect, like squares, rectangles, like um. So we kind of just worked around that. We didn't. We ended up having to like crop the cards out. Um, but yeah, and then I was just we were Daniel was able, not Daniel, Connor was able to get me some photos from his bedroom, so the model will be able to predict more accurately. So we're all set for image generation now because um, I got the source images done from the cards. Um, the script's already written. I already wrote the script, like that's been done. Um, so I really most of the background photos for the auto generation, because we're scaling, so it's gonna go. I'm gonna have I have 100 photos, and as soon as I run the program, then I'll have 1,000 photos uh, of the card being placed, of the source image files being placed on top of the those 100 photos, and it's going to be placed in what is it called? Various positions, right? So that'll total give me 1,000 cards or 1,000 images, and those images will train the model. But anyways, yeah. So going back to yeah work. Sorry, it's a little late. Yeah, we got the got that done. We're working on I'm also got the training script almost done. Um there's did some logistics, like some business business analyst just kind of planning. Oh, I met with Daniel this week to address some GitHub issues. Um and
He
just like
also
to go over like the whole uh go yeah, just go over games tape board and uh
he helped
networking
me
logic.
understand the state machine a lot better and
Yeah.
get everything done that I have.
Yeah, so that was great. That was a great milestone, and um I think that's pretty much it. Next week yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
Another thing is we're aware that this week's video is supposed to be a tech demo, but unfortunately we don't have a tech demo ready yet. We will this next week, so we can turn that in then if that's what you would like us to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be more helpful at least, so that way we at least have an idea of how we want to go about this project, or I guess this assignment. Um, but anyways, for this week, or I guess this last week on my part, I was doing a lot of studying on the pipeline for networking and just trying to get an idea of how I want to go about it. And so, in some notes I took, um, generally an idea of what it's asking for is like for example, you have a network call, um, which also correlates to what they call interceptors in middleware, which I thought that was pretty interesting. Um, and so like with the network calls, it's asking for like an, I hope I'm saying this right, but an async pipeline without callbacks. And what this one would do is um, like the network would just run off the main thread and hoping for hoping for no errors, and we just want like a flow streaming networking pipeline um for all this to work. And then like we just want a nice flowing network source, um and if there are any errors, we just want it to be able to make it so that way it can catch errors easily and have those resolved so that way it can keep the flowing going. And um, so I'm actually pretty excited to put all this into work for this next week. So this is going to be pretty exciting. Um, and hopefully we can get the Tailscale VPN going with that one, so that way um, it can all just like work hand in hand. So, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited to give this one a try.
Yeah, this week is a big week for us. Thanks.
Mhm.